Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's me, Mr. Mario. This right here is my dog, Lily. Lily, how are you doing? Hopefully you're doing well. She looks like she's doing well. She's gonna need dinner at one point, but it's all good. We woke her up a little bit later than expected, so that's why she might be a little bit tired or whatever it is. Just all out of the loop, you know. But look at that dog. She's happy. She's happy. She's important to this series because this is a series I do on my second channel. Yes, I said second channel because this is channel number 2. If you want some videos that are nicely edited and all that other stuff and have a higher production value to them, and you're just interested in other stuff I do, you can check out my main channel, Mr. Mario 2011, down below in the description. Right here, this is a series I do where I go to a bunch of stores, mainly thrift stores or video game stores or garage sales it might be. This time it's just some game stores and some video game shops. And I show you all what I end up getting. So I started doing this because I was going to a lot of shops. I was getting really good deals, which I love doing. And I just figured, hey, you know what, maybe I should make some videos out of it. And every single episode has to have my dog. So there's actually multiple times, like if I buy things out of town, and I'm gone for a few days, I don't record the episode until I get home, even though I could easily, because I have to have my dog with me, if she doesn't come with me that time. So anyways, I'm going to get into these pickups here right after I change the battery in this camera, because it decided to tell me that it's about to die right into filming. And hello, Lily, you are looking so HD after that battery change. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into the pickups that we got here, shall we? So, I'll go ahead, go the wrong way from right to left. So first off, these things are not gaming related at all, but I end up getting a few spindles here. These are some old, just -R single layer Sony DVDs, and then just blank DVDs, and then here's some blank DVDs and CDs. Each of these was $2.99, then it was half off, so I ended up paying $3 for both of these. Now, the reason why I end up getting these is because, one, I will still use blank media on occasion, and second, I've also noticed if I do use it, it's for like, the PS2 or the Xbox or some older type system. And many times, blank media, I've noticed like the older blank media seems to work a bit better with older consoles. Plus, these are so cheap, so whenever I do see something, a stack like this, I might pick it up if it's, cheap enough. So, you know what, $3 for those two, don't really mind that much. This right here, now a few episodes ago I did show that I got this game. This is Star Wars Clone Wars with Tetris Worlds. So why'd I get it again? Well, I actually bought an Xbox recently. I'm not including that because it really wasn't thrifty. It was a Halo Xbox. It was made in like 2004, so that was it's not the Halo 2 Xbox, the original green Halo Xbox, but it's a 1.6 version. And I got that with 4 controllers, component cables, a power cable, and this game for like $130, and then I actually got reimbursed for it because it was a Christmas present, so so that worked out. But this was just included in there. The seller just chucked this game in, so now I have a second copy of this that, I didn't really need, but it was just thrown in, so free, I guess you can say. These two games end up getting, this is actually brand new. This is XCOM Enemy Unknown on the PlayStation 3, of course. Brand new, sealed, all that fun stuff. And I also got this at the same shop. This is Ace Combat 4, Shattered Skies, Greatest Hits Edition. This is complete as well and in pretty solid shape, so that's why I picked it up. I actually need to give this fair chance. But this was $3, and it has a price tag, as you can see right here. This one did not, so when I took it up to the counter, the lady scans this one, and then she's looking all over for this. And before she can say anything, I was like, yeah, I saw that. It didn't have a price tag on it. And she said, yeah, normally these are supposed to, but some of them do, some of them don't. And I was just like, hey, well, look, could I just have, could I just have the same price on this? And she said, sure. So each of these was $3, which, not too bad on them. Especially with this since it's brand new. And I know it's definitely worth more than $3, so solid on that. Right up here, end up going to another shop that was having half off. So, funny enough, some of these were, the things with the white tags were not supposed to be half off, but I got them half off anyways. So got Metroid Prime Hunters on the DS for $3. This thing is complete, in pretty solid shape. Asphalt Urban GT, $1. I was expecting even like $2 for this would have been fine, but the guy rung it up as $1. I said, okay, sure. This right here, Cyber Stadium Series Base Wars. Never ever played this, but $4. I knew this was definitely going to be half off. Figured why the hell not? Let's give it a shot. Heard good things about it. And Super Bust-A-Move. I do not like the cover art for this game. It's really not... It doesn't line up with what the game actually is. It really doesn't. But, you know, this is supposed to be $2. It's complete. I said, sure, you know, why not? But this is also $1. So, nice stack on those, which is great. Right over here, went to another shop. I'm categorizing these by shops. So went to another store where these were half off. So I got 007 Everything or Nothing on the GameCube for $4. Only downside of this is it's a previous rental. So, as you can see, it's not complete on there, but I said, you know what, sure. And actually, this was $2, excuse me. I said, for $2, why not? Let's try that out. And then, for $2.50 right here, got Rockstar Table Tennis, which I was pretty happy with. So, I don't believe I have this. There's a few Rockstar games out there that I do not have, but I ended up picking up a couple of them in here, which is great. So, you know what, got this for cheap enough, happy on that. Also got this thing right here. This is another store I went to where this is like the only PS2 game they had that was of interest to me, but it is ESPN X Games Winter Snowboarding, or Winter X Games Snowboarding, I guess. How would you? ESPN Winter X Games Snowboarding. That's what the official title is. So this was $1.50. I believe I have another ESPN game that's kind of similar to this on the PS1. Figured I'd add this in as well and give it a shot because I like some of these sports games. So for $1.50, I decided to pick that up. Now, I also ended up getting some PS4 titles right here. And this was actually, these were from Best Buy, which I will grab this other game that I'm going to be referencing. So recently, my girlfriend and I ended up playing through this game right here, Hidden Agenda. Now this game is awesome for many reasons. First off, it's one of these. It's not a movie game. That's not the accurate. That's not the accurate term. What I like to call these is interactive movies. If you say movie game, people think that means it is a video game it's a licensed movie video game, and that's not it. Interactive movie, it's essentially a movie, and you can control it and make the choices and all that, which is what I really like. If you still don't know what I'm talking about like Heavy Rain, Beyond Two Souls, Until Dawn, and this game, Hidden Agenda. Hidden Agenda is very similar to that. It's actually from the same team, or at least the same company, Supermassive Games, that ended up doing Until Dawn, which I really enjoyed. Second, it is a PlayLink title right there. Now, you all might be wondering what PlayLink is. Well, now I can actually answer that pretty accurately. PlayLink is a type of setup that they have on a few games right here, all the games in this stack actually, for the PlayStation 4. Now, what you do is, at least in this example here, you pop in the game, you have to install it and all that stuff, and then when you play it, it tells you that you have to get a smart device, download the Hidden Agenda app onto it, and then you have to hook it up to your Wi-Fi network, so the same network that your PS4 is on, and then you have to join the game. I'm making it sound a lot more complex than what it is because I'm explaining every step right here. Trust me, it's very easy to do. So then at that point, you then have to take your phone, download an app to it, and then you're playing the game on your phone. Now the cool thing is you can play this with up to 6 different people. So really, the controller, the only time you use the controller is when you boot up the game and maybe when you're exiting the game. And the rest of the time, even myself, like if you are player 1, so to speak, you're just using the app on your phone. It's really interesting to try out, and girlfriend and I, we played this. She loved it. Like, I thought it was great, but she loved it. It was to the point where the game is separated into 3 parts, and I think after part 1, I wanted to go to bed because I was super tired, and she did not want to, so we had to stay up a little bit more to play through a bit more of the story until I was like, okay, I cannot keep my eyes open. Not because the game was bad, I enjoyed it, but because I was just so tired at that point. But we ended up finishing this, and I asked, hey, would you want me to get the other PlayLink games? And she said, sure. So in another episode, No, this was not an episode of Thrifty Gaming Pickups. I covered this in my Black Friday pickups. I picked this up for $11. So I decided to get all the other PlayLink games because I think it is a really awesome system. I do want it to succeed, and even if it doesn't, I want to pick up the game so I can at least have them on hand. But so far there's only been 4 PlayLink games that have been released physically. Hidden Agenda is one of them, and so far it probably looks like the best one in my opinion. And then I end up getting these other ones right here. I got Knowledge is Power. As you can see, I haven't tried them because they're not open yet. Like, I just picked these guys up. So, Knowledge is Power. That's You, and this last one is the one I'm probably the least interested in, but I decided to grab it. SingStar Celebration. Now, I got these because, you know, we're probably not going to play this one. Like, my girlfriend and I probably won't play it. Maybe if I have friends over and they're drunk or something, we'll try it out. That's You, maybe, but we're probably going to play Knowledge is Power. I decided to grab all of these here because they were actually on sale. I was able to find them. They were on Amazon, so these games are normally cheap as well. These games normally retail for like 20 bucks, which is what threw me off. And I'll tell you all the deal I got on this real quick, because if you only follow Thrifty Gaming Pickups, you have not seen this before. This is a $20 game. Thanks to Best Buy Gamer Club Unlocked, or Gamers Club Unlocked, I should say, it was going to be $16. But from what I remember, it was discounted from $20 to $15. Gamers Club Unlocked brought it down to $12. And then, for some reason, if you ordered it online and picked up in store, you saved $1. So before tax, I paid $11 for this, normally $20. And then these three games right here, I grabbed them from Best Buy because it was in town, it was easy enough to get to. And Amazon had them on sale for $10 a piece, but they were add-on items, which I could have just bought all three of them and gotten them. But I said, you know what, let's try and stack a little bit. So at Best Buy, I have Gamers Club Unlocked. That means I'm able to get points whenever I buy anything from Best Buy. And then if I accumulate enough points, I'm able to use those points to redeem gift certificates. That's like $5 off, $10 off, $15 off, and I can use them to get more games. You see, it keeps adding up. So what my idea was, and this is what I did, I went to Best Buy, got all three of these games, obviously, price match them, so instead of $20 each, I paid $10 for each of them. If you price match, you cannot get the 20% off. That does not stack. But, you know, I still got them at the cheapest rate. So I was paying $10 each for these, and then I had two $5 certificates. So I used both of them, because whenever I get them, I decide to just use them so they don't just sit there. But in short, I was able to pay $20 across all three of these. So for all the PlayLink collection, at least up until this point, I've paid $31 for them, which normally retails for $80, which I think is pretty solid there. So that's a nice little subset I have. At least so far I have all the PlayLink games on the PS4. And finally, I actually added another stack to this. I considered maybe or maybe not throwing it in, but oh well, I'll do it. The reason why I'm saying this is because I actually recently went back to the video game store I used to work at. It was my very first job. Decided to go there, and because I was going to visit some other shops, and the other ones were closed. So I said, you know what, let me at least see what's going on. The reason why I kind of sound iffy about it is because I don't like what the store has become. But I have one friend who works there, so the nice thing is I was able to... I wasn't even expecting this, honestly. I was not expecting it. But I did get 10% off on all these games here, so I'll always say that is my discount. But these are more not GameStop, these are more Game Store prices, is what I should say. So don't expect any crazy deals on here. But I ended up getting Oddworld Stranger's Wrath. Didn't even know it said only on Xbox. I didn't know it was an exclusive. But this was $10. Got, let's see, this right here, Blinks, the Time Sweeper. This was $7. Now, the reason why I end up, well, I got this, and I'll say this, I got this, and I got the second one. I got Blinks 2, Masters of Time and Space. Never played this one, only played a little bit of the first Blinks game. So I ended up grabbing these two. They were $7 a piece. Of course, you know, take 10% off of that. But it was funny because we were talking about it, and my friend who worked there, he was like, oh, you know, you're smart for getting these because probably by the end of 2018, all these games in this stack, he's like, I bet all these games are going to be backwards compatible. And I was like, well, I'm going to doubt you there. I highly doubt Blinks 1 and 2 are going to be backwards compatible because Microsoft hates that IP. And he kind of laughed and he said, okay, yeah, you're right on that. For anyone that doesn't know, Blinks was supposed to be like a original IP, an original game they were supposed to push heavily for the Xbox. And I mean, they did. Like, this game had a lot of advertisement and stuff. As you can see, IGN Editor's Choice Award 2002. It's perfect. Like, you know, they were really trying to do their best to promote it. And it got to the point, you know, it was an Xbox, still is an Xbox exclusive, but they made a second one. Now, the reason why I said Microsoft hates this IP is because, fun fact, in case you don't know, they pretty much tried to bury this. They wanted to get rid of any fact that they had an affiliation with Blinks, that this was supposed to be their mascot at all. Like, they wanted this to be like, you know, all the kids, well, I guess all, you know, the teenagers and the adults, they were gunning after the Xbox for Master Chief. They wanted to bring in the kids somehow. So this is supposed to be, you know, like, I don't know if it'd be appropriate to say this, but they were almost trying to make this be like Xbox's Mario. And it was just so far from that, and it did not do very well. But at one point, the trademark for Blinks expired, and from what I know, Microsoft did not renew it. They kind of just quietly killed it off. Like, to the point, they did not let the trademark, they didn't renew their trademark. So, yeah. That's why I said I highly doubt we will ever see Blinks 1 and 2 be backwards compatible on the Xbox One. But anyways, those are the games I got, you know, fun little tangent there. Metal Arms Glitch in the System. Never played this, actually, outside of a demo, so happy to have this for the original Xbox. And finally, The Warriors. This is the last Rockstar, well, the second Rockstar game I was picking up here. I played quite a bit of it on PSP, but I decided, you know, to get on the Xbox. This was $8, by the way, and Metal Arms was $10. I should have said those. But yeah, no, those are all the games I ended up picking up right there, so all that fun stuff. Anyways, hopefully you all enjoyed this episode of Thrifty Gaming Pickups. Hopefully you all enjoyed the little side tangents I went on to. This is why I like doing this series, though, because if I see a game and I know a lot about it, I get to say, oh, here is blah, 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 blah. And I don't know. Nobody's complained about that, so I feel like you all enjoy that kind of, just that stream of conscious efforts coming out of this. But anyways, this is Mr. Mario signing off. Thank you all for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, a like would very much be appreciated. Just that like would be great. And if you absolutely hated it, I mean, that's fine, but just look at this dog right here. You gotta make that dog. Gonna make that dog. Focus. Focus! Maybe. You're gonna make that dog very sad, alright? Anyways, Mr. Mario, signing off for real this time. Later, everyone. Thank you for watching this episode of Thrifty Gaming Pickups.